Hello and welcome to Select 10. Today, we'll discuss some of the top brand new web series, as well as some famous shows that have received new seasons. We selected this web series from a variety of well-known streaming services, including Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, HBOMAX, and a few others. And don't worry, I've listed the name of each service below each web series title. However, as a friendly reminder, the availability of this show may vary depending on your location. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Turn of the Tide. It is a crime thriller series created by Augusto Fraga. The show takes place in Rabo de Peaks, an Azorian village where the daily lives of the residents are drastically changed when a shipload of drugs washes ashore. The tale centers on Eduardo, an aspiring fisherman, and his buddies, who begin selling cocaine to get wealthy, but their happy times quickly turn deadly when the cocaine is discovered and they are forced to deal with the drugs manufacturers, the authorities, and a string of unforeseen circumstances that send them on a life-threatening journey with no hope of survival. As the series goes on, we learn more about each character's recent history, with Eduardo's being particularly highlighted as he continues to battle to maintain his business. Despite being a really evil guy, the villain is appealing, the primary actors are charming, and the series is well shot, which works to the show's benefit. The plot is not flawless and occasionally falls into cliches, but it is still entertaining. Number 9. Fake Profile. It is a romantic thriller series created by Pablo Illanes. The story follows Camila, who makes an account on an online dating app in order to find the guy of her heart's desire. Soon after, Camila meets Fernando, an extremely attractive man who does not appear to be what he truly is. Unaware of Fernando's past, Camila walks into a trap that she cannot escape, and her desires swiftly turn into a dreadful nightmare where Camila ultimately finds herself caught in a web of intimacy, secrets, and betrayal. In the aftermath, Camila plans to go to any lengths to discover the real identity of the individual she met, and she holds Fernando accountable for each word he broke by making him suffer. But Camila had no idea that she was about to get lost in a complex maze, be drawn into a perilous romance, and be exposed to forces that could kill. The good thing is that Fake Profile has a stronger plot packed with fantastic drama, action, and emotional sequences, which makes the show entertaining, while its big plot twists will undoubtedly leave you completely stunned. The show has a vibe similar to the 365 Days movie, and there are many intimate sequences, which is also a bit of a drawback. You cannot watch this show with your family. Number 8. Deadlock. It is a crime drama mystery series created by Kate McCartney and Kate McLennan. The event takes place in the town of Deadlock, where arrangements were being made for the winter festival, but everything comes to a screeching halt when a body is discovered on the seashore just a few days before the event. The main story centers on two detectives, Dulcie Collins and Eddie Redcliffe, who are called in to work on the case and try to identify the culprit before everyone goes crazy. But what sets this show apart is how both of their detective personalities collide with the way they conduct their investigations. Although Deadlock may appear to be a usual buddy cop murder mystery story, it offers an innovative viewpoint on this type of theme. Throughout its 8-episode run, the show offers a gripping mystery and plenty of humor amid this shocking investigation. The humor is sharp, biting, and occasionally even slapstick, which is both a plus and a drawback because some people might find it to be incredibly funny, while others would not. Deadlock is a wonderfully fast-paced murder mystery that relies heavily on humor. Number 7. VORTEX. It is a sci-fi mystery thriller series created by Camille Cauas, Sarah Farkas. The plot takes place in a technologically advanced future in the year 2025, where investigators have the ability to immerse themselves in criminal incidents that have been virtually recreated to assist in their inquiries. The main plot centers on Ludovic, an investigating officer who, while analyzing a VR reconstruction of a crime scene, discovers an odd malfunction that allows him to communicate with Melanie, his deceased wife, who is now alive in 1998, just days before she passed away in 1998. As a result, Ludo is powerless to resist attempting to prevent Melanie from dying inexplicably and tragically. However, he struggles to make a choice as he realizes that trying to change the past would not only put his own life in danger, but could also affect the present. The narrative jumps between 1998 and 2025, laying the groundwork for the show's sci-fi element. Its intensely compelling exploration, which is mainly played out in virtual reality, captivates us, taking us farther into a profoundly moving love and family drama, and its 6-episode season is immensely binge-worthy. Number 6. Black Mirror. After years of anticipation, Season 6 of the groundbreaking television series finally been released on Netflix. I won't say it was as good as the previous season, but it certainly featured some bizarre and unconventional ideas, some of which exceeded our expectations for Black Mirror stories, while others fell short of doing so. This season is also an anthology, as usual, with each episode addressing a new way in which innovation, science, and horror affect how we live. Black Mirror is recognized for being a series about the risks of science and technology, and the new Season 6 episodes have few repeating elements. However, Season 6 swings from traditional scary science fiction to more horror and gloomy stories, which may disappoint fans of the show. For those who have not yet seen any seasons, the basic concept of Black Mirror revolves around topics that are beyond our wildest imaginations, but each episode's stories have their own unique theme set against a backdrop of technology, mind-bending concepts, horror, and practically any genre we can imagine. And for the fans who have seen the 6th season, let me know your favorite episodes in the comments section below. My top 3 favorite episodes are Beyond the Sea, Loch Henry, and Demon 79. Number 5. Based on a true story. It is a comedy thriller series created by Craig Rosenberg. The story revolves around Nathan Bartlett, a formerly active tennis pro, and Ava Bartlett, a real estate professional who lives in West Los Angeles and takes advantage of an unusual chance to profit from the public's fascination with real-life crime. On the other hand, despite their love for one another, Ava and Nathan's lives aren't as satisfying as they had anticipated they were going to be due to money issues and the approaching birth of a child. However, Ava and Nathan start their own podcast after a chance meeting with 2 strange individuals who are oddly linked to several grisly murders in their neighborhood. But their new job was not merely for the sake of discovering the murderer, but also to keep up with their boring everyday lives. The show is incredibly original in terms of style and genre, and while it occasionally does remind you a little of Only Murder in the Building, it does not achieve the same heights. But this show will do just fine if you want to see some decent crime comedy and mystery. Most viewers will be impressed by the show's dark concept, which covers some solid comedy, and its razor-sharp sarcasm. Number 4. Nancy Drew. It is a supernatural horror mystery series based on the book of the same name by Edward Stratemeyer. The series' 4th and final season premiered on May 31, 2023, and the first 3 episodes are currently available to watch. The first episode follows Nancy as she begins a fresh inquiry to uncover the truth about all of the lost corpses from Horseshoe Bay's graveyard. The second and third episode each have a unique plot that ties into the season's overall primary storyline. If you're new to the series, here's a quick rundown of the main concept. The first season's story revolves around teenage Nancy Drew and her co-workers who become involved in the criminal case of a local murder. As the rest of the season goes on, they all unwillingly band together to free themselves of suspicion, while Nancy discovers a link between a murder and a years-old strange case. The show is fantastic, especially if you enjoy horror and supernatural shows. The first season is passable, the second, third are excellent, and the 4th season is packed with plenty of new monsters and on track to conclude the narrative in a remarkable way. Number 3. Bloodhounds. It is an action thriller series directed by Kim Joo-hwan. The main character of the narrative is an aspiring boxer named Kim Ji-in-woo, who nearly beats conversational orthodox boxer Hong Woo-jin and quickly befriends him. That would be a spoiler if I told you how it happened. However, as their connection develops, Ji-in-woo's mother struggles with money problems and agrees to a sizable loan to keep her charming restaurant from failing. However, when it becomes clear that she has become the latest victim of a cunning money-lending gangster company, Ji-in-woo and Woo-jin take swift measures to put things right. To accomplish their objectives, the two wind up operating for a kind loan lender whose adoptive child is determined to stop loan sharks. The series is sharp, humorous, emotional, and dramatic when it needs to be, but it doesn't change the fact that it's generally funny and a great action-packed series. It offers the ideal balance of action, humor, and drama, and is well worth watching. Number 2. The Walking Dead, Dead City. It is a post-apocalyptic horror series created by Eli Jorn. I mean, who hasn't heard of the Walking Dead series? Everyone viewing this video has at the very least seen a few seasons, if not all of them. Even if you have just watched the first few seasons, you already know who Maggie and Negan are, because this show is centered around their adventures as they try to survive in a zombie-infested city. It is the first follow-up to the Walking Dead television series, the 4th spin-off, and the overall 5th series in the Walking Dead franchise. The show follows Maggie and Negan as they seek Maggie's abducted son, Herschel, in a post-apocalyptic Manhattan that is sealed off from the rest of the world. The first episode premiered on June 18, 2023, and there will be 6 episodes in the first season, with new episodes airing every week on AMC. If we judge the series by the appearance of episode 1, it promises crazy zombie pit fights, fresh armor, and an exploration into a whole new universe. Also, the series introduces a few new characters that cause issues for Maggie and Megan's quest. Number 1. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. This is one of my favorite sci-fi shows of 2022, and I was looking forward to its second season because I am a huge fan of space sci-fi shows, and this show shines in everything. The first episode of the second season debuted on June 15, 2023, and it was extraordinarily captivating. The first episode has a lot of action as the young Spock commands a crew of the Enterprise on an expedition to stop an emerging Klingon conflict. The episode also has a few additional intriguing subplots, and it's abundantly evident from the episode that they've upped their stakes and are ready for fresh, spectacular adventures featuring exciting stories. For those who are unfamiliar with the show, Strange Worlds is a spin-off of Star Trek: Discovery and tells the story of Captain Christopher Pike and his crew of the USS Enterprise during their mission to go to new planets across the cosmos in quest of alien civilizations and several other things. During their journey into space, they encounter several extraterrestrial dangers and discover bizarre new worlds and species. The show is jam-packed with mind-blowing sci-fi stories, amazing spaceship battles, and incredibly fascinating characters that will keep your interest throughout. And no, you don't have to watch Star Trek Discovery to see this one, but Discovery is also an excellent show with few flaws. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.